If you're struggling to improve your speed and explosiveness, specifically stuff like acceleration sprint speed, vertical jump, and raw explosiveness, then we have to improve this one simple trait. In this video, I'll show you what that one simple thing is and some simple exercise progressions you can do to actually get explosive. And fixing this athletic trait has helped athletes on my Speed Academy program do this, and this. Let me show you what happens when you don't train this athletic trait. So this athlete reached out to me and his dream was to run 4.4 seconds in a 40-yard dash so he could secure a spot at the college level. The problem is he had 1 year to make it happen. No time to waste, no plan B. So he started grinding, he hit the gym, crushed sprints, and worked harder than most people I know. But no matter how much work he put in, nothing seemed to help him get faster. Every time he sprinted, something just didn't look right, although he was strong enough to be a good athlete. Like I said, he had the strength, no doubt about that, but he didn't have that snap, that explosive power you need to fly out of the start. And since he was trying to run track and play football at the college level, the start was almost the most important thing he needed to be a good athlete. It was frustrating to watch because at the surface level, everything looked decent. Technique, posture, angles were all pretty solid. So the problem was his body wasn't translating good technique and strength with speed. But once he started working with me, here's what I saw. The problem wasn't his effort, it was this one missing piece that you can easily train. He had the strength to move a lot of weight in the squats and deadlifts, but he did not have this one trait called rate of force development. So he could push a lot of force into the ground, but he couldn't do it fast enough so it can translate to what matters most, which is sprinting, change of direction, and vertical jump. So we focused on that. Everything we did was about making him more explosive and developing his fast twitch muscle fibers so he can fire his muscles quicker and more powerfully. And man, when I tell you it clicked, it clicked. He took his 40-yard from a 5.0 to a 4.4 second 40-yard, and he got his shot at the college level. And let me tell you, seeing that transformation, that's what it's all about. This week in my monthly newsletter, I'm going to be giving some of my favorite exercises for acceleration. You can sign up for completely free. Just click one of the links in the description to join the monthly newsletter. Now let's break down rate of force development. There are two types you need to get more explosive. Think of rate of force development as how quickly your muscles can produce force. The faster you can do it, the more explosive you'll be, whether it's sprinting, jumping, or anything else. And we can break down rate of force development into two simple phases. First type is early rate of force development. This is all about what happens in the first 0 to 100 milliseconds, like when the foot hits the ground in max velocity sprinting or 1 foot jumping. You need to be quick off the ground, and this type of rate of force development is what makes that happen. And to train this quality, we're going to do something called a drotch step-up jump. So here's how you're going to do it. You can either do a max velocity focused one where you're doing a 4 to 8 inch box, and then you add 5 to 15% of your body weight, lift your foot, stop into the box and jump as high as possible, but you have to do it as fast as possible. Or if you want a more muscle dominant, acceleration focused step up jump, you can do 10 to 12 inches instead of 4 to 8 inches. And then for sets and reps, we're going to do 2 to 4 sets of 4 to 6 reps. But here's the thing, training early rate of force development is only one part of the puzzle. You also need to focus on late rate of force development. Late rate of force development is anything that happens after the first 100 milliseconds. This is what you're going to need for movements like acceleration or that explosive first step. If you feel like your first step is slow or you can't generate that quick burst, but you're strong in the weight room, this is probably what you're missing. To train this, we're going to do a banded trap bar squat or a barbell half squat. So here's how you do it. Set up the trap bar or the squat bar with chains or bands. You can also do this without and just maybe load up a little bit more. Then perform your basic squat form, stand up with the weight, drop into a half squat position, and explode up as fast as possible. Since we're training something called strength speed, we could probably go a little bit heavier, probably somewhere around 70 to 85% of your 1 rep max. The key here is that the band tension gives you more weight or tension at the top of the lift, aka training late rate of force development, which happens after that 0.1 second impulse of force production. For reps and sets, you want to do 2 to 4 sets of 2 to 6 reps, trying to lift the weight as fast as possible with that band tension. If you can master both of these athletic qualities and pair it with good sprint mechanics, then you will see a massive difference. But if your acceleration mechanics are off, all this training won't get you where you want to go. So make sure you watch this video right here on how Kalen Walker runs so fast in acceleration, and I give you a full acceleration mechanics checklist in that video. And if you want to actually get more explosive, improve your sprint speed and acceleration, I will give you a full speed and strength training program in the Speed Academy. I'll even coach you for your technique or adjusting the training program for your in-season or off-season needs. Just click the link in the description or the top pinned comment.